Introducing our most powerful driver cooling system, Genesis. I named this system Genesis because honestly, it's everything I ever wanted out of a driver cooling system. It's how I wish we were able to build driver cooling systems from the very beginning. We finally figured out how to package all of this technology into one small lightweight system housed in a fully carbon fiber chassis weighing under 7.4 pounds. Before we jump into what's new about the system, let me walk you through what's in the case. Once you open the case, you'll find the Genesis system. This one's set up with a 3-inch plenum. These come with either a 3-inch or 4-inch plenum. It's up to you when you order the system. 4-inch system is the better way to go if you can accommodate 4-inch ducting in your car, but the 3-inch works pretty good. Again, since this is a 3-inch model, comes with a 3-inch inline blower. We'll get to that in a minute. The remote display, step-up power converter. This steps up the power from 12 volts to 24 volts. And there's an extension included. This extension goes in between the step-up converter and the system. It's not necessary, but if you want to mount the step-up converter further away, this gives you the ability to do so. 10-foot power cord, and then our 4 isolators. And these isolators go in between the mounting tray and the car. It just gives you a little bit of breathing room so that it helps to prevent heat soak from getting to the system. We also have these adjustable clamps that come with the system. These are great to use with the blower and to the unit, especially if you're moving the system from car to car. It's a quick twist, slides out, and you're able to quickly remove the system and put it into another vehicle if you're using this in between 2 cars. I want to quickly kind of just set this up how you would have it in your car here on the bench, just to give you an idea of what this actually looks like. Inside this system, you'll find this power lead. This connects to the inline blower. What you'll need to do is take this power lead from the plenum, take a piece of the duct tubing. You'll need duct tubing for getting air to the system. That's one of the accessories that you will need to either have on hand or purchase from us. And cut a piece about 12 or 18 inches long, shove that power lead for the blower inside. Once you get that hose connected onto the plenum, you can attach the included blower. Now this blower is already set up at 275 CFM from us. It's ready to go. That's kind of the recommended fan speed, which is about 7 amps. And you can dial this back. You can turn it back to about 5 or 4 amps and still get really good performance. But if you have the spare amp draw, we prefer for you to keep it at 275 for best performance. And you can use the included adjustable clamps. I'm gonna leave those off for now though, since I'm just gonna show you how this works when we connect it. I'm adding power now. It's a remote display, has a 10-foot extension included as well. I'm not gonna use that, so I can just give you a quick glance of what this is gonna look like when we power it on. So power is easily turned on. Hold the power button for 2.5 seconds. And this is the display. One of the new features for the system is that it has a sensor in the reservoir, and it lets us know exactly how full the system is. So 100%, 50%, when it gets to 25%, it flashes, 25% or less, it flashes just like you see here. And of course, this one's empty, so it's not even attempting to turn on. Let me go ahead and add some coolant to this system so we can get it turned on. Our Genesis system requires a 25% coolant blend, which is a ready mix blend that we offer now. It's literally just take it and pour it in. There's no messy mixing, so no more water, no more having to think about it. It just goes straight in. As you can see, it just came right on as I filled it up. And now you can see that the coolant level's completely up to 100%. We're gonna set our temperature to 55 degrees. 55 degrees is the optimum temperature. You set it below that and it really just stops the blood flow to your skin. It sounds counterintuitive, but the weirdest thing is if you set it below that, you actually start to feel warmer after about 15 minutes because the blood flow is not going. So you get this numb feeling rather than a cooling feeling. And since it's not cooling the blood anymore, it's not getting you cool like it should. And that's the problem with a lot of these ice-based systems, is they're just too cold at first. And once the ice melts, they're not cold at all. So that's really one of the benefits to our Genesis system. Okay, now that we've shown you how to fill the system and the controller, I wanted to show you kind of the final steps to connecting the system in your car. One of the options that you need to choose when ordering the system is how long you need your coolant tube to be. This is only a 6-foot coolant tube. Generally that's fine for most people, but the 10-foot coolant tube is kind of the way to go if you're going to be using our rapid release kit, which I have right here on the system. I love this system. It's great. So the reason why you need a 10-foot is if you're installing this, let's say in the trunk or in the passenger footwell of your car, you're going to need this to come from the system around the seat And this actually mounts on the roll cage. As you can see, it's got an indentation here. And this mounts right against the roll cage. And it's a nice clean installation. The tubes are always in the same spot. And it's great too, if, you know, not just for you from muscle memory of just plugging it in easily and knowing where it is, but if you're having someone help you get into the car, if you're especially endurance racing, this is a very quick click in and click out. I'm gonna show you how that works. So one of our Pro Touring cooling shirts. This is our cooling shirt that we designed specifically for F1, and we obviously offer it to everyone, but this is what the F1 drivers are now wearing. So this just plugs in just like that. And again, one of the best things about this is with 3 pounds of force, whether you're pulling on it or if you're running away from your car, it's on fire, is it's just gonna pull away just like that. So I'm gonna leave that connected and just kind of cut the system back on and give you a feel for what this looks like and sounds like when it's going. This is our most powerful system that we make now, 525 watts. Even though this Genesis system is smaller than our Quantum Pro, which used to be our most powerful system, it's able to cool 2 full-size adults in a extremely hot 145, 150 degree rally car. So I drained this shirt a little bit just so that I could show you the coolant flowing through when we first cut it on. So you can kind of see some of the blue coolant that's residual that's left in there, but as I cut the system on, you'll see it fill quickly. So, and as you can see, in less than 20 seconds, the shirt's already completely cycled through. Blower's coming on, system's powering. And you can see that the level of the coolant has actually gone down, and that's because the shirt was completely empty and I connected a new tube to it. The reservoir for the system is about 19 ounces, so it's a fairly large reservoir, but the shirt tubes, the shirt and the tube that is connected to it is also about 9 ounces. So we just filled that back up. So we took about 25, 30% of the reservoirs just to fill those items. So good to know, because whenever you connect these shirts to the system, especially if you have multiple drivers, it's really a good idea to go ahead and make sure that you check the coolant level before you start a race weekend. One of the ways we were able to make the system so small was by removing the not so great condenser cooling fans from inside the system. Instead, we use our Revolution series brushless blowers to force air through the system. In this case, this is the 3-inch, which is 310 CFM, but up to 420 CFM if using our 4-inch blower. By moving the blower externally, we were able to make the system smaller and lighter, but also more reliable. The blower itself is made from carbon fiber and is designed to handle rocks, tire debris, other track trash without being damaged. And if you ever experience a blower failure, it's a quick 2-3 minute replacement. It's not, pulling the systems apart. It's not sending it back to us for a 2-hour repair. And that was really important for us as a goal with Genesis, making it as bulletproof and user serviceable as possible. We also removed the step-up power converter and control panel from inside the system. Doing that reduced weight, internal heat, and overall complexity. Instead, now the Genesis now uses a remote display that can be mounted wherever it makes the most sense, preferably on the dash. One of the features we added is real-time coolant level monitoring. You can see 100%, 75%, 50%, and once the system reaches 25% or lower, that section of the display will start flashing. This is something that our endurance drivers have been asking for a long time, and we were finally able to build it into this system. Looking ahead, we will also be adding CAN bus support. Soon, there will be an optional dongle that plugs directly into the existing dash control port and allows integration with AIM, Motec, and other compatible CAN bus control systems. This gives teams full data logging, steering wheel control, and real-time system data that will be sent back to the crew in pit lane. If you have any more questions about Genesis system, please give us a call here at Chill Out Systems or check us out on the web at chilloutmotorsports.com.